Sorry.
I agree, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, we are back. Segment 2. All things New York Knicks, world champions again for the third time in their history, breaking the 53-year drought.
First time in my life.
In John's life, this is the first 43.
43.
43 years.
Well, I'll be 44 in September.
44. So almost 44 years he waited to see this. So happy for him. And he's going up to the parade. We talked about that.
September 21st.
21st. Okay.
So with the
first night of September,
with this one in the bag, of course, the NBA doesn't waste any time posting the odds for next year.
Right, I saw that.
And for whatever reation, the Knicks are fourth. They're behind the Celtics, the Spurs, and the Thunder. I don't get that.
What would you have it?
I have them number 1.
Well, thank you.
It's nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but that actually makes sense.
They just beat this team in 5 games. I don't care how it happened. It happened.
Yeah.
The bottom line is this.
Jesus.
The point is this. He's not Jesus. He's a
Jesus.
I'm saying they act like
well,
he's Jesus.
they're probably pissed off now. It's probably because the ESPN lost their well, Stephen A. Smith's blowing himself. But the point is, and he gave up on him long ago. He has no business saying nothing. But the point is this. They should be the favorite. And this is coming from a Celtics fan who may get Giannis Antetokounmpo in the next 72 hours. So they should be the favorite because they won. And assuming, and here's the other thing, the roster's coming back. If they were going to lose, you're going to lose one. Okay, I could maybe understand that, but they're all coming back.
Yeah.
So show a little fucking respect to ESPN, whoever these fucking idiots are. They should be number 1.
Well, and also they went to the next level in the playoffs, which should continue. You know what I'm saying? Like they
gave themselves confidence. Now look.
He understands
they
this.
figured some things out, you know. And here's the thing: this whole year, they were pissing me off because they were up and down, right? And shame on me, but it's normal. I'm an impatient bastard, like most of us.
They haven't won in your entire life.
No.
I don't think impatience qualifies.
No, I'm talking about.
I don't think it does.
I'm talking about.
I'm impatient. You? No.
Yeah. Because we have different expectations.
But I'm talking about.
Normal.
I was impatient with this team, okay, because there were some new parts, there was a new coach, and a lot of the ups and downs made me say, and I would say, they told us this was a title contender. And what I just watched last night was complete dog shit basketball. That would happen a lot. What I didn't realize was that was their growing pains. They were trying to come together. And Mike Brown talked about it going into the finals. He said, look, with Cat, I came in with an idea of what I thought was going to work. Then I realized it wasn't working for everybody. So I tried to adjust again. He came to me again, said, it's not working.
I'm happy for Mike Brown.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's
coached everybody.
Well, you know what?
He's lost with everybody too.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I love his demeanor, though.
Yeah.
You know, he's a very under control, deliberate kind of guy.
But he won under Pop as an assistant. Not as head coach.
He wasn't the guy.
Right. He wasn't.
Well, he won with the Warriors too.
Correct.
And he wasn't the guy.
He was the assistant.
But look,
he was the guy there.
The thing is this, and no one, and he hasn't figured this out yet, and nobody will. So I'm just going to say it. Let me explain why this is so fucking hard for me. And forget the New York thing, Boston thing for a second. I have been fucking screaming this and he's been here for all of it, for 3 fucking years, for the Boston Celtics to play this way, and I said if they did, they'd never fucking lose.
Yeah.
And the only way this could have been worse is if the Lakers figured it out. And here's the thing, they figured it out right after the regular season. And they figured it out when they looked up at a Celtic team that was 3 games better and didn't have their best player, and then gong went off. We can't play this style. We won't beat them playing this style. However, okay, and the thing is they did it in the playoffs last year against the Celtics. That was more the Celtics being a loafing than anything else. That was more about the Celtics blowing it. But the point is, the thing is, they were able to change this in a span of a week. Okay? The Celtics 3 years later still can't figure this out. The only hope for me is that Brad Stevens is not as stubborn as I think he's being, and he's watching this, and his thing is, all right, they built a team to beat us, now we're going to build a team to beat them.
Right.
Hence, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because honestly, if you want to go at the Knicks, Cat Towns does not want to see Giannis Antetokounmpo standing next to Jason Tatum. He does not want to see that. I don't care what he tells you, because he will laugh at him when he hits him and hit him right back in the mouth. Giannis won't take any of this shit. He's a physical guy. Yep. He's not the cream puff that they just rolled over. And I thought the kid was tougher.
Well, Giannis can't shoot.
Giannis doesn't have to shoot. Giannis will go down the block.
He's like Wemby. He takes a couple steps. I've seen him.
But he'll go downhill.
But I'm saying he can't shoot three, so he's all.
But he's going to. He will. And when the Spurs were effective, when Wemby was going to the basket, this guy will do that. Right. He's more athletic than Wembanyama. He's a better finisher, and he's bigger. He's not taller. He is bigger.
Stronger.
So if the only hope for me is that this rumor, which is growing, they said that in fact they may have found the third team. It may be the Clippers. I hear who are willing to give.
Getting rid of Jaylen Brown.
The Clippers are going to get Jaylen Brown. The Clippers are going to send the 5th pick to Milwaukee, and Milwaukee is going to send Giannis to us. If that is the deal, and they've been saying, because Bill Simmons broke this last week, saying that Boston made an offer. They have to find a third team. Now here's the thing about this, and this is what no one's talking about. No, and we'll get back to the Knicks in a second. Jaylen Brown, Milwaukee doesn't want Jaylen Brown. They want to sell him off for parts. Nobody wants to pay him this money. Sure. He's coming off an MVP caliber season, but they saw what he did again in the playoffs, and they're like, this guy ain't worth that fucking money. Yeah. And I've been saying that forever. The reason the Celtics lost their title, big reason, was they had to take 5 key guys off, and one of them was playing for the Spurs. Okay? Because they paid him too much money. And nobody wants to pay him this money. And he just came off, think about this for a minute. He just came off the best individual stat-wise career of his year of his career. And no one's going to pay him that money.
And he's like 60-something, right? Or is he 70?
57.
That's the deal.
He's 57. Tatum's 58. Giannis right now is 54. The deal is that Giannis comes here and signs the 4-year, $275 million extension. So he's 31. It would take him to 35. I have no problem with that if that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's a 2-time league MVP. I understand that. Jaylen Brown's never been a league MVP. This guy's got 2 of them. And he never had a guy like Jason Tatum next to him. So,
and he's got a chip. Basically, as
he was the man.
He was the man.
He's the man.
And he had
dropped a 50-piece.
And he had good players, really good players.
Nothing like this guy. No.
He never had a Tatum.
He never had a Tatum and a Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench.
What was his second best player? Was it Drew Holiday?
Probably. Who's good, but he's not
really good.
He's not Tatum.
Yeah, Chris
Drew Holiday has never made All-NBA second.
Drew Holiday is a championship role player.
He is, but he's not a league guy.
Who else was on there? There's one other guy who could shoot.
Rick Lopez,
the wing guy.
Yeah.
Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton.
But he's never hurt.
But he was never.
Yeah, but he was good that series.
He was good.
Yeah, that year.
Now they beat Phoenix, who nobody's going to confuse Phoenix with the LA Lakers.
Well, you know what's funny about Phoenix? Cal Bridges was on that team.
He was.
They won the first 2 at home and then lost 4 straight. And he was talking about
CP0.
The Knicks, getting back to the Knicks here, the Knicks should be the favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to sit there and tell me if the Celtics get Giannis, they should I'd put them second. But I still wouldn't put them over the Knicks because you still got to see it.
But see, I love them getting slighted.
Yeah,
of course.
Because
the Patriots all over again.
Yeah, they're like
the Patriots.
Dallas.
The Patriots got slighted through their first 2 championships, and in 2004, only when they got Corey Dillon, they go, all right, fuck it, they're going to win. That's it. It's over. And it was. They won. But the point is, that's when it happened.
Yeah.
They had won 2 championships. They were 14-2, and they were not favored. They had the best record in the league. The Knicks didn't have the best record in the league. No. Okay? But the Patriots were wire to wire.
No, I understand some of the slight.
They shouldn't be slighted at all. This is bullshit. They had you said it said it yourself, and I'll say it again. And this is just to prove how fair I fucking am. They had a historic playoff run.
They did.
They were 15-3 in the playoffs. Yeah. You know who else was 15-3 in the playoffs? The 86 fucking Celtics.
Right.
The 87 Lakers.
There's like 6.
There are some teams that. Now I'm not saying they're them.
The 91 Lakers.
The 91 the Bulls.
I'm sorry, the 2001
The 2001 Lakers.
I was going to say the 01-02 Lakers.
So,
they only lost 1 game.
By the way, the greatest playoff record ever, the 83-76ers, 15-3.
I think
Dr. J and Moses.
The 02
2 league MVPs on the roster.
They lost 1 game, I'm almost positive. The 02 Lakers.
I thought it was 01. I thought I saw that.
01, they lost.
You could be. I mean, you're a Laker.
I know they only lost 1 in the finals. It was the first one.
They were 15.
Yeah.
The greatest is there's like 5 teams now. The Knicks are 6 at 15-3. That Philly team was 15.
But you know what? No one else has done with that. The Knicks just did. They won their 9 road games in a row.
They lost 15 of the last 16 games. Is that right?
What?
14 of the last 15. How many? It was like
So
that.
they won 13 in a row, lost one, and
They were
then
14
14 out of last 15. It's pretty good, man.
I'm saying that
9 road games in a row.
that
Three
there.
and 3 in San Antonio.
So you take that there, and I'm not saying that they could win that top. They better have a run like that again. But the point is, but you take that there, and the roster comes back intact. And how do you tell me that now? If you want to say OKC was hurt, they didn't have Jalen Williams, maybe okay, I could maybe buy that.
And they only beat them.
But the Spurs, you can't put the Spurs ahead of them. You can't put the Celtics ahead of them. You can't put the Celtics in. And now look, even if they get Giannis, I still wouldn't do it because you have to see what it looks like on the court. We consider project all day long. That means it's going to happen. But this is proven, and it deserves respect, and that to me is a slap in the fucking face. And you know what? Yes, the Knicks will use it as motivation, and they should.
Yes.
It's a slap in the fucking face.
Yeah.
And it's not right. And I call a spade a spade. If it ain't right, it doesn't matter what the color of the jersey is. It's wrong. So shame on you, ESPN, because you what the fuck are you looking at?
Typical bullshit.
Because the thing is, most of the league plays this stupid brand of basketball. They don't.
Yeah.
So who's going to beat them playing this way? Nobody.
Well, it's Connecticut. It's close enough to. It's like New England to me.
What?
Because they were always slightful with the Lakers. Even when they went to the LA broadcast, I always felt like ESPN was a little bit more slighted to Boston, and so it didn't surprise me. Do you think so?
I know for a fact they do.
I used to love Patriots, that's for sure.
No, they hate Belichick.
I think
Belichick.
They didn't like Belichick, but they love Brady.
Everybody loves Brady. Brady's lovable. The point is, like, Brady never says a bad thing about anybody. Unless you're Ryan Fitzgerald.
But all the people Brady beat hated Brady.
Fitzpatrick didn't like him, right?
You know why they hated him? Because he didn't give it back. They would come on. The guy from the Steelers, Harrison, the big fucking massive
James Harrison.
Yeah, talked about how he wanted to fucking. Hey, they got traded to the Patriots. He went in and fucking Brady came right over to him.
Yeah, that was like.
And hey, I'm Tom Brady. Great to have you, man. I'm tired of playing against you. And he's like, not what he expected at all.
No, it's like how I grew up hating Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Same.
I grew up hating Michael Jordan because he crushed my dreams every summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took over.
Yep.
Not because he
That's
was.
why I was salty. I was like, fuck.
Look, he wasn't an asshole.
No.
But I hated him because he always ruined my season. Every year.
Every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was just like, oh, holy shit.
I knew it.
I have a crazy story to tell you. I have an unreal story to tell you. So,
Well,
I love it.
do tell.
Do tell.
Do tell.
so I'm doing an interview today. And
Yeah.
I'm calling a guy who works at the same company as me. He's interviewing for a role. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but anyway, nobody's watching.
Well, Belgium, Italy there.
So
But they don't speak English.
So I know this guy. Like, we've never worked together, but he used to do the same job as me.
Okay.
And he's interviewing for a role that I have as a recruiter. And I call him, and he's like, "How you doing?" He's like, "How's life?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm a Knicks fan." And he goes, "Oh, that's awesome." He goes, "I was supposed to go to games 3 and 4, but we had a team offsite, so I couldn't do it."
He was going to go.
And I was like,
Excuse me.
"What?" I was like, "Are you a Knicks fan?" He goes, "Well, kinda." He's like, "My dad played for him." And I look at the guy's picture, and his last name's Smith, and I go,
Oh, that's
"Holy shit, your dad's Charles Smith?" And
It was.
And he goes, "Yeah."
No way.
And I'm
That happened today?
It happened today.
Oh my god. Oh, that's
And I was
crazy.
like,
How
"You
did you
gotta
not
be
text us
kidding." I was
that?
like, "You gotta be kidding me." And he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm dead serious." And I'm looking at his picture. He's like a fucking
He's like,
twin.
yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, are you kidding me?" Like, I'm like, your dad has, like, Charles Smith has one of, like, the major moments in Knicks history that Knicks fans look back on when he had, like, 4 putback opportunities against the Bulls.
Yeah.
I think we were down 1 or maybe we were down 2, and he just couldn't get it in. They were hacking the shit out of him, and the game ends. And every time Stephen A. brings up his Knicks pain, he goes, "The Ewing finger roll, the Charles Smith not being able to put the ball," like, he always brings it up.
That's a bad one.
I know.
That's a bad.
But so, and this is this kid's dad.
Major League movie.
This is this kid's dad, and I'm like, damn. And so we do the interview, and then after it, I said, "Tell your dad it's all love." Like,
I forgive you.
I said, those teams. Well, because I've said some nasty things about Charles Smith.
I think we
when
all
that
have.
happened.
I think we all have.
Sure.
But it's like, I was like, tell them it's all love. Like, those Knicks teams, they were all just like hard worker, like that, like.
That Knicks team should have won a championship.
Yeah,
I thought they should have won.
They didn't have the second star.
They didn't have the second guy.
And
that was the problem.
I don't know. It just makes you think, like, that's that kid's dad. And, like, people just trash him every time he's brought up. you know, for one play. You know,
Bill Buckner got death threats.
Oh, I know. I know.
And Bill Buckner was an all-star.
But then, like, you know, Casey looks up Charles Smith. He won a gold medal in the Olympics. Like,
he's like Carmelo. Like, Carmelo's got a pretty decorated resume outside the NBA.
Well, he's not like Carmelo.
Carmelo scored 28,000 points.
He's a beloved.
He did. Yeah,
He never did anything.
And he won an NCAA championship.
Irrelevant 28,000 points ever scored.
Yeah, and he won gold medals. Like, Carmelo's had quite.
The Syracuse title was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was. And he was definitely one of those guys. Like, just couldn't get it done in the NBA, but
he got it done. He doesn't make anybody around him better.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He was a great one-on-one.
Well, he never won a championship.
But
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
but because his problem was, and he was supposed to be LeBron's rival.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he never made anyone around him better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't think people really wanted to play.
And the close he got, ironically, in Denver when Chauncey Billups
Was there.
did make people around him better.
Yes.
When they were together. And they were
That team actually made me very nervous in 08.
Yeah.
That was a tough 6-game series for the Lakers. I was like, these
then
motherfucking
Carmelo went to
Nuggets.
the Knicks, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Knicks traded after team.
Yeah. That was after Detroit gave up on Chauncey. Well, Joe Dumars moved him, I think.
Moved him. Yeah, I don't know if I was
to get AI, and then all AI did was went to the casino. God bless him, but
Well, AI was old at that point.
he was. It was one of those.
The
Yeah, it was too bad.
washed up.
way he played, I mean,
So anyway-
took a beating like Dwayne Wade, you know.
The Knicks are projected fourth in this, which is utterly ridiculous. But that aside, in terms of the configuration of the roster, it looks like now they did mention
the
something
drive.
about Josh
I
Hart.
see what you did,
Does he
Mister.
have a? Does Josh Hart have a player option or what? They said something. What are they going to do with Josh Hart and some other guy today on ESPN?
You got to keep Josh Hart.
I thought
I
they
thought
would.
Josh Hart's on a 4-year deal. With
I thought he was under contract. I'm like, wait, but
I
that's
thought
like
everybody
what are they,
was.
Boy, I gotta find
The
it.
two they're looking at are Cat and Hart, probably, because at some point Jalen's going to get the big pay.
You got to give him the big.
But not next year.
Not next year.
But the point is, like, that's my thing, though. They're talking. I don't think it was Cat. It was Josh Hart and somebody else. I think it was two of them. And I'm like, why are they talking about that? I didn't read the article. I'm like, I thought they were under contract.
So he signed a 4-year, $80 million extension.
When this year, right?
2024 to 2028.
So he's got. He's
We got
still.
him
Yeah,
for
he's
all
here.
years.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
why? I don't
Must
understand.
have been somebody else.
No, he was one of them.
I mean, they signed OG. OG's one of the highest paid players on the team, higher than Brunson.
He shouldn't be higher than Brunson, but he should be high.
But Brunson took less so they could do that.
But yeah, this is the problem.
You know,
this is the problem with Jaylen Brown. So, because we did that, then that team is still together,
Right.
including Luke Cornett.
Yeah.
But
And that team was
a train.
Yeah.
They were wired to wire, 64 and 18, and they fucked around and were 64 and 18. I mean, no, that team, yeah.
Dude, when they had
But
Zingis too, and
when that five was on the floor,
that was an all-star team.
that was an all-star team. I would have
Derek
to.
White coming off the bench.
He was because Holiday started. He had the backcourt was Peyton Pritchard and him off the bench. They were backing up Holiday and Jaylen Brown. It was disgusting.
And then you had
Tatum,
Al Horford.
backing up Porzingis. Like this is Horford's a borderline Hall of Famer. He probably should be a Hall of Famer. He's got 2 rings or
Yeah.
1. But that was what he didn't have. Look at his numbers. He's been a 7-time All-Star. Al Horford's a Hall of Famer.
Or
He
had a
was
good college career too. Like
Right, they went back to back at Florida.
That's what I like about basketball because you kind of take their whole career for Basketball Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Al Horford. The Atlanta Hawks won 60 games in a year. He was.
Yeah.
I mean, they. I'm just saying that
He
was
won
a
at
Hall of
Florida.
Fame.
He was part of the Florida team.
That
Right?
back to back. It was him and
Joakim Noah.
that was Billy Donovan's team. And
Yeah.
Corey Brewer on the wing
Corey
there.
Brewer, they were-
the whole front line got drafted.
Yep.
In the first round. So no, they were legit. That was Billy Donovan's team. And
Yep.
then he left, which was bad.
And he was already buddy
should have
because
stayed.
Michigan State beat them in 2000.
Yep.
So that was the third in what 6 years, 7
They
years?
won in 07 and 08. They went back to back.
Yeah.
And then Billy Donovan left.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the Knicks are intact.
Yeah.
And if they just don't change, and I can't imagine why they would, they're going to be right there next year.
Yeah.
But the one thing they really got lucky with this year, the Knicks, injuries.
Well,
I mean, that takes luck.
you have to stay reasonably
I mean-
healthy. Like even the Celtics title run, they lost Porzingis for
Right.
most of the playoffs. Now the other team lost
such
their
a-
best
they were
player.
such a super team.
Still, I mean, they were super team. They still had Holiday, Tatum, Brown, and White, and they still had
And every team you guys
and Hal
had was
Horford
fucking-
was missing their best player. Now I don't think it would have mattered at the end because they rolled
they were
Dallas.
better anyway.
They rolled Dallas, and Dallas. I don't know how good Dallas really was. They did get through the West.
Yeah.
But I was laughing at that. And so many people picked the Mavericks to win that series. I'm like, you are idiots.
It's offense.
Because the Mavericks can't defend. I'm like, what's going to happen?
I was having those conversations, and I was like, I'm listening to everything you're saying, but why is everyone on ESPN
Shaq picked the Mavs in 5. I lost all respect for Shaquille O'Neal at that moment.
Dude,
I'm like, you're an idiot.
The big Shamrock?
Yeah,
Our
he
guy,
had
Tim
7.
Legger, had the Mavs in 7.
I laughed at him. I'm like, you guys are idiots. I said the only reason
it's going to be a sweep.
I said the only reason it won't be a sweep is because Porzingis isn't healthy.
Right.
If he was healthy, I would have picked him. That's why I did, because he's not healthy.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the first game and a half, and they lost him.
Yeah.
They got him back in game 5, but they were rolling him. It wasn't
He dog walked to the. He won game 1.
He won game 1 for him. He was the best player on the court in game 1.
Yeah.
25 points, 12 rebounds in 28 minutes. Give me a break. No, but the Knicks, while they don't possess that top end talent, they are deep. They are balanced.
They're a team.
They're real. And that Celtics team wasn't a team. It was, but they, to me, at 10 deep, and they've got a closer. And they've got a good supporting cast around him.
Yeah.
So
Dude's
why would
gotta
they
work on the
not?
shot. I don't think he made one.
Deuce McBride.
Yeah, he's got to work a little bit. You know what I mean? Some of those guys.
I think the moment was a little big for him.
I guess my question to you would be, if you're sitting there and you're the GM of the Knicks right now, do you what if anything would you add to that team if you can, either through the draft or if there's a mid-level exception you could grab at the what piece could you, if you had one piece of that team, what would it be?
They need more ball handling.
Another guard.
Yeah, because
you can find guards.
Because
there's guards out there.
Jose Alvarado. Now, if you want to bring him back, I don't know what his contract situation is, but they got him at the trade.
He was great, man.
Is he in the top? Well, he's in the 10-man rotation.
Oh yeah, he's. I
think everyone in the 10-man rotation is under contract at least through next year.
Okay.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges almost dribbles like I'm too tall and I'm playing like 8th grade basketball.
He can
Sometimes
handle
it's
the
weird.
ball, but against pressure like San Antonio,
he can't.
Doesn't have the confidence to do that.
Leon Rose, we haven't talked about him, how happy he is.
Bro. You know what's crazy about the Leon Rose story? He was an agent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
You know who his first client was?
Was it Cat?
Rick Brunson.
How cool.
First client was Rick Brunson. They've been family friends.
Sure. It was just like Pelinka and...
for 20 years.
Because Kobe's first agent was Artella.
Okay.
Who's still an agent, old in the league, doing his thing. But that's who his parents wanted him to have. And then he's like, I want Rob.
Dude, but even the decision to point to Leon Rose, who was an agent, and make him the GM, what a fucking risk.
Well, that's what they did with Pelinka in LA, too. It was similar. I was like, but I could see it working. It's like...
Well, it works because of the network they have.
The network and...
everything.
And as an agent, you understand what you need to get your client as far as money, so you understand the second apron. You understand all that
how
shit.
To treat players.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you've been serving them your whole career.
Right.
You know, have more of this or no?
That's great.
I mean, I could always go up and get another.
We might have to.
It's just a packet of Crystal Light. It's delicious, right?
We have to make a segment between 2 and 3, and we're gonna do this.
You'll be good. I got my last one here, and then I got my whole drink I made.
But yeah,
We have a segment 3 where you have a little fun.
Leon Rose. I mean,
we're gonna talk a little hockey.
No.
Okay.
Dude, Leon Rose did
We will.
Yeah.
Leon Rose made a lot of tough moves. So I remember the draft when we didn't get the first pick. We got the third pick. That was the Zion draft. And it went Zion, John Morant. We drafted RJ Barrett.
Mm-hmm. Those were the 3. So I was like, you were going to get one of those 3.
RJ Barrett was the best one of those 3.
Actually, he was.
Yeah.
When you look at now.
He's on Toronto, right?
Well, he's on Toronto because we packaged him and Emmanuel Quigley for fucking OG Anunoby. So
it was the right move.
I mean... It was damn,
but you didn't have a perimeter wing defender. You needed one.
We needed him because
who was the other Duke player that year? It was Zion, RJ, and Cam.
Zion Williams has got to be. You know what his career averages are? 25 and 12.
He's not like terrible.
25 and 12.
He just can't get on the court.
That's Hall of Fame numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
He just can't stay on the damn court. He did, to Tom's point, he did lose a truckload of weight this year.
Yeah, that's
he
good.
Looked different.
Yeah,
physically different.
But he still couldn't play every game.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah, I think he was too hard on his body.
I can't remember Cam, but
Cam. What was like a third guy in Duke? It was a team.
Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah. So
Cam ended up playing for the Lakers for a little bit.
He was the national title.
Well, we
lost to Sparty and the elite.
We had Cam Reddish. You know who we traded him for? Josh Hart.
Interesting. From the Lakers.
No.
From Minnesota or
Blazers.
Oh, Blazers. That's right. Yeah.
So
because Reddish moved around for a while.
Then we take DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. two beloved Knicks, hardworking, tough dudes.
I like Julius Randle, but he just was never going to be the guy in LA.
Trade him for Cat, and that was the move that it was like. Me and RJ were going back and forth on that one because it was like, fuck, I don't know if we traded toughness.
We didn't know what Cat was.
Exactly.
We just knew he was talented.
Right.
He was number 2.
Oh man.
There with Anthony Edwards, and he was a good 2. They were in the conference finals. Well, the guy was a bust.
Yeah.
2 years in a row. I mean, look, they lost to Denver with what's his nuts. Okay, and they lost to fucking last year. Well, Dallas.
They lost to Dallas.
Who was Luka and Kyrie.
It was on a nice run too.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like they lost to scrubs. They didn't.
Yeah.
But
man, I really have grown to love Cat, dude. When at the end of game 1 of the finals, when he was sitting down with Charles and Shaq, and they were like, what was going through your head? And he was like, I don't know, it was weird. He was like, I felt like my mom was in the stands.
That was great.
And he was like, it was just like, and I was
like, she got me one.
Right. And
that was great.
But I mean, but after game 1, he was talking about, he was like,
hell yeah.
He was like, I felt like I saw her in the stands.
That's amazing.
And he was just like comfortable and confident.
Yeah.
And like,
he didn't get emotional about it. He was like, no, I saw her there.
Right. And I think the realization about Cat was you have to trust him and play through him. And we realized this later in the season. It was like, because the whole thing was Jalen Brunson can't be your 1. It's like, yeah, you actually have a big 1. His name's Cat.
Yeah.
And
it's not that he can't be a 1. I said this wrong. Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
Hello. It's not like it can't happen. My thing was this. He needed a guy, a big man,
take the pressure off.
If they were doing what the Spurs are trying to do, because that's what most teams are going to try to do to stop. You have to have a big man you can run through, and that's what Cat was. Mm-hmm. We didn't know he was that guy, but he had to be that guy. Turns out he can do that.
Yeah.
So they're sitting here.
But remember going into the playoffs, you were like, what's the key to the Knicks? And I said, they have to play through Cat. Yeah. And you said, he doesn't even realize how brilliant he is for saying that.
Yeah. And they got 2 fucking points.
Well, because all this time we've been going, maybe Brunson can't be the 1, but it's not that. Cat was his running mate.
He has to have Patrick Ewing never had a running mate. Was Cat his running mate? That's what we did not know. Yeah. And by the way, to be a running mate, you have to play like a 1.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, this is the reality. Like, people talk about, like, Magic and Green were both 1s.
Yeah.
Okay? McHale wasn't a 1, but Bird made him be a 1. Because there were times where, like, and that was the thing about Bird and McHale, you couldn't double team anywhere on that side of the floor. Because you had the greatest low post player in the game, and you had the greatest outside shooter in the game right there. What would you
had Danny Ainge.
And then you had Robert Parrish.
You had
5, Dennis Johnson.
And Dennis Johnson.
I mean, they were loaded. But
that team was loaded.
They were loaded. But they knew how to play together.
Over there going,
it was the same with the Lakers. It was like stupid when you go
looking at those teams going, can I get one?
Yeah.
Well, no, but Ainge is not that guy. Now, Dennis Johnson.
But gosh, he could.
Yes. Dennis Johnson was a Finals MVP in Seattle when they were only title. He was that
Ainge
guy.
on multiple Finals teams. He was on
Portland and Phoenix. Ran into the Bulls twice.
Yeah.
Series 1-6.
Yeah.
And Ainge was a pain in the ass.
Tough as nails. 3-sport All-American. You've seen him play baseball, by the way. He got drafted by the Blue Jays. He was legit.
I see his son is the GM in Utah. No nepotism there.
No.
None whatsoever. So look, the Knicks are in a great position to run this back. A lot's going to hinge on what Boston does because that's what everybody's talking. What are the Celtics doing here? They're going to get Giannis. Now, if they get Giannis, well, we know who's going to be.
That's going to be interesting.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be awesome.
So,
and what does Detroit do? Detroit's going to do.
I was going to ask. We're going to come back and talk about this in a second too. So just take a quick break.
We're already two.
Can I say a couple more things about the championship?
We're in 2. Yeah. We'll do it in 3.
Because it was interesting, like when it was over. When it was over, it's just like it kind of felt weird.
Yeah,
like this feels weird.
It felt like
what?
It felt like there was a hole. Like I was like,
what do I do now?
Shit, man, it's over. Like
the euphoria is over.
The ride was so good, and it was almost like the championship moment.
They'll never be that good again.
But the championship,
it's like riding a roller coaster the first time. You're like, that was amazing.
The championship moment was that Wednesday night when they came back from 29.
Oh my God,
that tip in.
That was unbelievable to watch, but the other night was pretty cool too.
It was
because
the tip-in by OG.
Dude,
that's going to be on every fucking.
That's like an ESPN classic
for the next
top
50
10.
fucking years.
Yeah,
Are you crazy?
And that
every finals highlight was going to have that somewhere in it. I could get.
And that's what I said. Like this game, and even the way this game ended, where it was like missed free throws on both sides, back and forth, like. I don't know, it ended. And I was just like, I mean, I hugged everybody in the room. I love you, I love you. They did it. But it was just like, damn. I don't know. I was like, fuck. But,
Good stuff, man.
I guess that's what it's
championship withdrawal.
But you know what? No,
He'll be fine.
You know what?
He'll be
It made
fine.
me realize it's like.
Wait till he gets the parade.
Yeah, the parade.
But what it made me realize was the ride, man. It's
Yeah.
like, soak that shit in, because once you win it, like, yes, you could bask in that for a little bit, but it's the memories created along the way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And the memories they gave us along this way with like closing out the Hawks with a 51 point
Yeah. Just,
game, then sweeping the piss out of the
Phillies.
Sixers, who
Yeah.
you said, wouldn't you want to beat them on the way to a championship?
You didn't want to face
I
him.
know. I was like, I kind of want
I
both.
talked him into that one too.
Yeah.
Man, just smacking Philly.
We're sitting here going, man, they only got 4 guys that score double figures and they only rotate 6. You guys should be good. And then
Just
you sweep
run.
them. And then you
Which the
sweep them.
Celtics for
I
some
was like,
reason
all right.
wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Run.
And I'm like, oh man, you don't got Detroit, man, you got Cleveland.
Run and get
Perfect.
layups and watch what
And then
happens.
Cleveland.
You took their soul out.
Well, dude,
in
in that game
one.
one, that was a 1-game series.
It was. Because
Well, it
once
was
you
a
did that,
one-game
they were
series.
never the same.
Dude, it was a 1-game
Yeah.
series because
Harden's getting in some trouble with that gun.
He should shoot himself. Don't do that.
He got caught with that gun
I didn't hear about
the
that.
other day.
Yeah, got arrested for it.
Yeah. Oh, he got arrested and everything. It's not
Well,
good.
should have got arrested for his performance in the playoffs.
Should have impersonating a basketball player.
Game one, when they were down 22 in the fourth, and Brunson carried them back, and they wanted to, like, that was a memory that will last forever.
Yeah.
And then the entire finals was basically that.
Yeah.
It was, fighting back against this guy that everybody wants to crown.
Already.
Who's a complete asshole.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a series where I watched him and I was like, fuck this guy.
Midget.
I mean, just a complete
Mental
asshole.
midget. What an
And
overrated.
They get up every game. Now, I will say,
Think ESPN has to walk that one
Dude.
back a bit?
Dylan Harper's a motherfucking dog.
Oh, that dude is.
They should have been playing him more than De'Aaron
Dude,
Fox.
how many goddamn lefties are in the NBA? Think about it. Think about that series. Brunson,
His
De'Aaron
defense,
Fox,
he
Dylan Harper.
D'd Brunson
I
the
mean,
fuck up.
dude.
Like the entire time he was on the court, I was like, good
yeah,
lord.
Well, also the Spurs, they don't foul. They're not allowed to foul.
Correct. Yeah.
So that helped. But
Yeah, you guys also clinched the championship with Scott Foster as your ref.
I told you, 11 in a row now.
Yeah. So what's interesting is,
And he
I
was killing us.
I was like, he's out there, and I was telling everybody he's the extender. I was showing everybody the meme. They're all dying. They're like, that's hilarious. I go, let's go in 6 guys. And I was winking, and there I was fucking Scott Foster out. But then I sat down, and I literally let the room know. I go, because I thought it was 8 in a row. I go, you guys know you're 8-0
Let's go.
when Scott Foster refs. And everybody's like, what? I go, I swear to God. I was like, that's why I was giving you shit.
Yeah.
So don't let this be the first loss. And then they ended up winning.
At
So,
that point, they were 10-0 with Scott Foster.
yes, they were 10-0 with Scott Foster.
Yeah,
Wow.
because they won one of the games earlier in the series. But dude,
Is he
made-
from New York or?
I don't know. Dude, he made terrible calls on both sides. There was
Yeah.
one call that went against Wemby. Cat's grabbing his jersey,
Yeah.
holding him. Wemby puts his hands on him. Boom, it's an offensive foul on Wemby. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't. What are you
He
watching?
got caught. Yeah.
What are you watching? Every foul you call is not a foul. Every foul you don't call is a foul.
Yep.
What the fuck are you doing? Like it was weird. But
Yep. Every superstar they wanted to crown except for Curry has won.
Tatum. They never crowned Tatum.
no.
No, but I'm saying the ones that they
They piss on
crowned.
Tatum.
They piss on
because
Tatum.
he's
Curry's
nice.
the only one that's won his first time in the finals. If you go back, LeBron didn't. Wemby hasn't.
Who did they beat that first year?
When he finally won,
No,
LeBron.
Curry.
They beat LeBron.
LeBron. He's 3-1 against LeBron.
That was the Timothy
That's 3 of his 4
Mozgov.
titles.
Yeah, that wasn't even fair.
Deladova, yeah,
wasn't
and he
even-
somehow
yeah.
willed him to 2 games.
I mean,
Yeah, that wasn't fair.
when they ran into it with Durant, and that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That team was a super team.
And then that
Team should.
I give a lot of credit for the one in Cleveland.
That would have been hell. I would love to have seen that.
The one in Cleveland, I give him a lot of credit for. Even though they had a lot more players,
still-
they came back from three down. That was impressive, and he had the block and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Dude, that was
So,
a great series. Dude,
Yeah.
but for this game to be a 5-game
when
series,
he blocked Curry in that series, he's like,
I would
shit.
say this was one of the best 5-game series I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Because normally a 5-game series is just
it's a gentleman's sweep.
it's
It's like the
we
Pistons, Lakers,
dominated
and 04.
you. But this one was comebacks every win.
Yep.
And one of them was a 29-point record breaker. I mean,
breaking the previous record held by the Boston Celtics. Again, RJ's curse was real. No, wait, when they did it to them in LA.
They were down 24, right?
And it was on the road. You guys were at home when you did it. This was in LA when Boston did it. And
I need to go back and watch that.
139-92. I'll never forget that.
Well, that was
game 6. That was just a straight.
That was a ass raping of
that was just
like proportions.
That was like a train. That was like a bum blast of like a train.
It was almost you almost felt bad for the Lakers.
I've
never ever. I was like, somebody needs to stop this. It got to.
They asked Kobe. Kobe's like,
it was 45 at one point.
Oh, so that's the one that kept comparing our beat down in Atlanta to that was first round.
Yeah, but this was a Kobe and Pau Gasol and 2 Hall of Famers.
What happened?
The Celtics had Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. What happened?
They were fucking killing. They were just.
This wasn't about the LA didn't start shooting threes.
Who was the
Ray Allen started making them.
It wasn't even that.
And it wasn't that. Paul Pierce and Kobe Bryant. I'll tell you, Paul Pierce is. I don't like him personally, but he's a first.
Kind of
that series, he's a douchebag. I'm a Celtic fan, and he's a
with
douchebag.
The wheelchair. It was bad.
That was embarrassing.
That was bad.
But that's who he is. The point is this: but that series against Kobe, which the wheelchair was in, though, he manned up and he played him even.
Yeah,
you know the rumor is that he pooped himself.
Probably.
He's like, shit, I gotta get out of here.
Well, did you know that's the rumor?
That
really?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
The rumor is that he pooped himself.
No one confirmed that.
So
he didn't want to walk out.
Right.
But you see the stain. Which, by the way, that does justify the wheelchair.
Yeah, no, that's
what
smart.
You think about
That's
it?
fucking smart.
If that's what it was, I don't
think that really.
I don't really.
That's a funny.
But honestly, if that was the reason, I wouldn't blame it.
Yeah.
Like, would you stand up if you had a sharp mark on your white? They were wearing white. They're wearing white too.
That game, Eddie House was hitting.
But he was a knockdown 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he was killing it. There's all these players like they were just all on fire.
Landry Shamet.
That.
But it was similar. It was like everybody hitting.
That 88 team. That 08 team was 66-16.
Dude, but that's when a team is connected.
They were all Kevin Garnett.
Like the Dallas Mavericks in 11, just connected, hitting everything.
Kevin Garnett was the best defensive player in the league at that time.
Yeah, he was a beast.
And who also drops 20 on the other end, by the way.
More.
And then Ray Allen at the time was the best outside shooter in the game. And no one knows about this one.
Ray Allen's another like.
Ray Allen, the year before he got to Boston, he was 4th in the NBA at scoring at 26.5 a game. That's who they got.
That's one of the smoothest motherfuckers.
Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth.
I feel like
I had his jersey.
Ray had the same thing in Boston as Jaylen Brown and Tatum have. You know, there's like that rift that nobody wants to admit's a rift. There's something there.
We're going to talk about this all segment 3.
Oh, no,
and then Allen. They have. But that's why Allen left to Miami. Remember, I've been thinking, man, he went to Miami. That's kind of.
That was a slap in the face.
That was a slap in the face. I was like, oh, wow.
Kevin Garnett.
I was pissed he didn't come down.
Kevin Garnett didn't deserve it. Actually, he never did. He did Paul Pierce for that matter. But we'll talk about segment 3. We're going to talk about this. They are now the hunted. We're going to talk about what the hunter's going to have to do to try to catch it.
Yep.
Segment 3 coming right up. I gotta cut this.
What a time to be alive! I just kind of bit mine a little bit, and I tore it a little bit.
Like that.
That's fine.
That's.